Or inside the cave with CB.
Now, I really don't have a quote this week.
Thank God.
If you don't mind, Joe, I would like to tell you guys a story. Now, in honor of Black History Month, I just thought about this. A lot of people have been telling me that I'm not cool and I don't keep up with hip hop and all this kind of stuff. I want to take you guys back to a hip hop legend. Now, you guys might go to a hip hop concert. And you guys might go to what's that kid's name? Fetty. How you say that kid's name?
Come
Fetty.
On, man.
Fetty.
That's old now. Stop doing
Okay,
that.
all right. Fetty Wap. You might go to a Fetty Wap concert, right? And you might see him, and there might be about 10 or 12 people on stage and stuff like that. You might go to another guy's concert, and you might notice a guy in the background holding a mic, and every time he raps, he says, yeah, put your hands in the air, all that kind of stuff. This guy, you might notice if you a fan of Jay-Z, he had a Dame Dash. If you're a fan of Biggie Smalls, he had a Puff Daddy. But those guys are called what, Joe?
Hype man.
Hype men. There you go. If you go to a Public Enemy concert, the most famous hype man might have been Flavor Flav, right? I want to take you guys back to the original hype man. If it wasn't for this guy, this is a Black History moment. You're not going to get this information nowhere else but from CB. The original hype man, the guy that started it all. You want to know what his name was? Jerome. You know who Jerome is? From Morris Day and the Time. Jerome was the original hype man. If it wasn't for Jerome, there would be no Flavor Flav, no Puffy, no Dame Dash, nobody that Fetty, how you say that kid's name? Fetty.
No Prince.
There would be nobody on the stage. If it wasn't for Jerome, no rapper would have a mirage of people all on stage yelling for no reason and making a bunch of noise and a bunch of useless people. There would be no useless people on stage behind rappers if it wasn't for Jerome from Morris Day and the Time. Look him up, Google him. If it wasn't for him, there would be rap would not be what we are used to as it right now. Your opinions?
I normally don't agree with you, but you know what I'm saying? I give you a pass on this one.
Well, I honestly don't care. I thought he was going to shout out a rapper or something. Talking about some real hip hop music.
I thought you was talking about Jerome from Martin.
Jerome from Martin. That's the 24-year-old, everybody.
Yeah, that's a 24-year-old. But that is a black.
Hey, do you know who Prince is?
Yeah, I know who Prince is.
Do you need to know who Jerome is?
Huh?
You ever seen Purple Rain?
You know what? I might have, but
Oh God, you really
it's not
are
something
young.
I remember watching. He just wasn't like, I couldn't look at him. I still don't like looking at him, so I never understood why women would just fall.
Who,
over him
Prince?
like he was just, yeah. Oh my God, he is so fine. How? He looks like us.
Usually most women don't like him when he's prettier than them or something. I don't like women don't like men that's prettier than them. I get that. That's what it is, and that's what Prince is all about. But the connection is in that movie. Jerome was part of the time, and the time had, Jerome was up there hyping folk out. People don't. CB, I salute you for this one, man. You right. He was the #1 hype man. He don't get the credit he deserves.
That's right. It wasn't for
Maybe I
Jerome.
should go watch Purple Rain.
That's right. When you watch,
what's the name of that show? I mean, that song. Is it Bruno Mars?
Bruno Mars, yeah. Don't believe me, just watch.
Yeah, that song there.
Mm-hmm.
They got all that inspiration from Morris Day and the Time.
Yeah, Morris Day and the Time. And I'm telling you, before, Run DMC was out first. It was only 3 people on stage: Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. That was
Exactly.
it. You know what I'm saying? But if it wasn't for, look, Puffy brought out that dude Bentley, and Bentley was the same thing as Jerome. You know what I mean? These guys, if it wasn't for Jerome, had no role in that group other than holding the mirror. He didn't even talk. He didn't talk. He was just a hype man, just a guy backing up. He was a guy that was on stage, huh?
Yeah, that one dance move.
Yeah, he was a guy that was on stage for no reason. And if you go to a rap concert now, all you see is a bunch of guys on stage for no reason. Who was the original guy? His name is Jerome.
You know, Jerome didn't have to hype nobody. Let's just talk about Black History Month right now. What's something you can say about all black folk? Black folk like to stay fly. They want to look fly.
Exactly.
So Jerome's job was to be on that stage with that mirror to make sure more they stay fly.
That is true.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that was my quote of the week. Actually, my Black History moment of the week that has been replaced by quote of the week.
CB, I gotta hit you with one more hype man you left out. Too Big MC. Now, Too Big MC was hanging out with Hammer right around 88, 89, somewhere around there. And when Hammer had concerts, Too Big MC got the crowd hype, got Hammer hype, got the dancers hype. So, honorable mention goes to Too Big MC.
King of the hype, busy at the gig. Get on the mic, homeboy.